What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic. Shout out to the LDBC. Watch the 7A Sports video on the Golovkin shit, man. And I've been saying the same thing for a while now, but just giving my my different perspective on it, my different POV point of view. And you know when Golovkin first came on the scene, it was like a lot of people, hardcore purist fans, already knew about him. I had heard about him. Max Kellerman had him as his notable middleweights for a long time. Said when he comes over to America, he's going to make some thunder. And once he came over and got a couple wins, Abel Sanchez and Team Triple G was saying they beat anybody from 154 pounds to 175 pounds. That's what they were singing. A lot of people say it was 68. No, originally he said it was 175 pounds. Then they were singing how, after a while, he dropped Kovalev with a body shot and all that other shit, And, some people do have him high on their pound-for-pound list. I do not have him high on my pound-for-pound list. And I was debating that. I'm not debating, just, I asked a question on Facebook, on the Boxing Clinic Facebook page, where's this guy's marquee win? And most people say he's done it by dominating the division. I can understand that. You dominated division. It's cool. Bernard Hopkins dominated the middleweight division. That took him to legendary status. But he had notable wins there as well. But he had a lot of, average wins as well, like Triple G. But, I just, in my mind, I just can't, I can't give him the pound for pound or legendary stamp without you beating a notable fighter. Now Canelo is, his notable win, his notable fight. Now he's talking about retiring after fighting Canelo Alvarez. And, he issued the challenge out himself that, his team issued the challenge that, they beat anybody from 154 pounds to 175 pounds. Then they changed to 168 pounds. And, most people was like, I think Jim Lampley, somebody asked him about Andre Ward, at a fighter meeting. When he first came out, I think it was a Rosado fight. He said that he's not ready for Andre Ward yet, but you issued that challenge out around that time. Beating Gabriel Rosado, even if he issued the challenge after that Gabriel Rosado fight, I don't think beating Gabriel Rosado takes your skill level to a whole nother level. He's older than Andre Ward as well. Silver medalist, very accomplished, but you look at his body of work and you say, who the fuck did he beat pound for pound? I understand that pound for pound list is subjective, and a lot of people use it by the eyeball test, but who did he beat? You look at Lomachenko, he beat a killer Nicholas Walters. And you look at Pacquiao, he did a lot. Canelo, he beat Lara, he beat Trout, he beat some guys, like I said, Lomachenko, at least they have some great wins on their resume. However you feel about them, they have marquee wins over, good foes. I look at Golovkin, I don't see any marquee wins versus anybody. I give him Danny Jacobs and Kell Brook. Those are solid wins, but there's no fight that makes me look and say, oh, he beat him. I was surprised. Oh, he beat him. Well, he wasn't favored to beat him. Every fight he's been in, he's been favored. And now he's to the point where he's saying that, I want to retire after I beat Canelo Alvarez. I feel like I hit the pinnacle of my career. I got the big money fight. I'm ready to go out. Now, if that's true, maybe that's just a selling point. But if that's true, didn't you say you want to be undisputed champion and says you wanted to eventually, after Billy Joe Saunders seemed like he didn't want to oblige, they wanted to move up to 168 pounds, and they had been talking about it for years. They said they was willing to move up for Carl Froch, they was willing to move up for Chavez Jr., but not Andre Ward, 164 pound catch weight, and this is where Andre Ward comes in now. Pound for pound, fighters under the heavyweight limit mostly, maybe not the cruiserweight as well, but you say that greatness is measured by moving up. I understand that Marvin Hagler didn't move up or whatever it was. He was stagnant at 160 pounds. You look at Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. All that greatness was, really measured in when they moved up in their career. Even Bernard Hopkins moving up, moving back down, then moving back up. The greatness was measured by moving up and challenging bigger guys. And Roy Jones says this all the time. He said, you earn your respect and you earn your glory. And I'm paraphrasing by moving up and beating bigger guys. So why is Golovkin being exempt in his fans' eyes, or in some boxing fans' eyes. You know, you got the Dan Rayfields of the world, you know, Doug Fisher, Stevie Kim. You know, why is they not putting the pressure on him to fight Andre Ward? Even when it could have been done at 168 pounds. You talked about moving to 168 pounds, you know, potentially fight Junior, you know, Carl Froch. Gilberto Ramirez called you out. You know, you put him on hold because he wasn't the big enough star yet. You wanted to wait for Canelo Alvarez. You know, you said you fight anybody from 54 to 75, then you changed to 68. You know, your team. You know, why you just didn't, you know, get the Canelo Alvarez and call his bluff at 155 pounds? You know, and this guy want people to make concessions based on him. But you ain't did shit for nobody to make concessions to move on, you know? And, you know, I don't understand why fans aren't putting the pressure on him to fight Andre Ward. He's supposed to be this great fighter that y'all say, this great Olympian like Andre Ward. You know, this guy that cracks like a mule. You know, but then, you know, in the same breath, you guys tell me he's too small to fight Andre Ward. That's the sentiment. That's the stuff y'all be saying. The sentiments I'm hearing, y'all. He's too small to fight Andre Ward. He's too small. But when he's calling out Floyd Mayweather, you know, Floyd can do it. You know, he can move up. You know, he called out Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao can do it. He can beat Manny Pacquiao at 154 pounds. You know, he kind of all these small guys out. Kell Brook jumped up 2 weight classes to challenge him. You feel me? But you telling me Gennady Golovkin can move up 1 to fight Andre Ward, and right now he can fight Andre Ward to catch weight at what, 171? I'm pretty sure Andre Ward would oblige that. You know why people don't want to see him fight Andre Ward? Because they know what would happen. It'd be a bloodbath. They know Andre Ward will kick his ass. And Andre Ward's not even in his prime anymore, to be honest. I seen him look better. And, you know, once, you know, if Andre Ward beats him, where they going to be like, Triple G was old. You know, he's 35 years old. At the end of the day, he's a fresher 35 than Andre Ward is at 33 years old. Andre Ward's been through the ringer. You know, he's fought the best. You know, Golovkin, he fought preschoolers the majority of his career. Belts been handed to him. He didn't win belts from not real true world champions. You know, I don't even consider him a real world champion, you know, in the vein of a world champion. You know, he didn't beat a champion to become a champion. You know, he beat a guy in Germany for a vacated WBA belt. You know, Canelo handled him his belt. This is his real world champion fight versus Canelo. You know, David Lemieux won his belt by vacation, by being vacated. You know, he ain't a real world champion. Any other weight class, in my opinion, he wouldn't be a world champion in. Middleweight was just so bleak. And, you know, what Golovkin waited, you know, for years. You know, I heard he had promotional issues or whatever. You know, he waited years. You know, Sergio Martinez was on top of the middleweight division. He still was active. Pavlik, Arthur Abraham, all these guys were, you know, sharing glory at middleweight. Sergio Martinez. And he waited to the perfect timing to come over when Sergio Martinez was going out the back door to make his announcement to come to the middleweight division. You know, I don't think that's a coincidence. But he should be obligated to fight Andre Ward. He should move up. Even if he got to take a fight or two, he should move up and fight him, you know. He's talked all this shit, you know, talk bad on him. You know, Abel Sanchez has talked shit about Andre Ward. You know, and they act like Triple G is so big and bad. They do. He's so big and bad. You know, his fans and Abel Sanchez, because he can punch. He's a good fighter as well. I won't take it away from him. And I think he will have a chance versus Andre Ward. You know, he's just that type of skilled fighter. But we know what would happen, though. He be laying flat on his back. Straight up. You know, he's a guy that doesn't move his head. You know, has a lot of skill. But, you know, I'm not sure if he beats Canelo Alvarez. You know, but if he beats Canelo like most people think he will, this should be his farewell fight right here. You know, as a man, you should want to challenge another man who dogged you out. You know, Andre Ward dogged him out because Triple G and his team dogged him out first. And there's been a lot of back and forth between the camps. Let's swap it out right now after this Canelo Alvarez.